Protests over the Israel-Hamas war are escalating at U.S. colleges across the country, and that includes at the University of Texas in Austin, where many Houstonians, as you realize, attend school. So last night, Texas troopers and the UT police moved in, making dozens of arrests and forcibly took down a protest. Right now, we have our KPRC2 contributor and current UT student, Michael Zhang, joining us to tell us about his experience covering the protest. Thanks for joining me this morning, Michael.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
So you were at the protest yesterday. You were covering this like as a reporter. And what did you see? Yeah,
so it started off relatively peaceful. There were students setting up encampments in the main lawn area of the UT campus. But then Texas DPS came and started pulling out students one by one from the encampments. After that, and all the encampments people in the encampments were arrested. There started to be blockades set up by the students where they would try to block with their bodies major roads. And that's when it really escalated and turned more violent. That's when we saw pepper spray being used. 2 flashbangs were set off. And after that, it was just chaos at that point.
When they were trying to block other students from being taken by police is what you're saying. That's when things started to escalate. Exactly. Now, you said that these were kind of peaceful protests to begin with. So could you tell how they were targeting the people that they were taking out of the encampments?
Right. I mean, from what I could tell, it was just one by one, whoever was closest. I mean, people were set up in encampments. Most of the protesters did not resist. But again, it was just DPS coming in and pulling them out one by one.
Mm-hmm. Where are these encampments set up on campus? I know a lot of our viewers will be pretty familiar with campus. So can you explain where you're at?
Yeah, so the lawn area is right in front of the tower. I think they did that as a symbolic move as well. There's just been a lot of political actions that's happened there historically. So I think it was a natural place to set up.
And how big is it? Like, do you have an estimate of how many people we are or the area that it spans?
Right. So just in the encampment, I think there were around 70 people set up and they were all arrested. Right now, according to reports, there are 100+ people that are counted as being arrested and sent to jail facilities at the moment.
Are there still people out there right now? Have you been out there recently?
As of this morning, I don't think there's anyone out there. The protests went until around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. But right now, there's nothing. All the protests have been cleared out.
Sometimes in situations like this, even when you're doing nothing wrong, once those emotions start to get heightened and you hear and you see things, like you described the flashbang, things can get a little bit scary. Were you at any point scared or nervous that this could turn?
Yeah, so initially when the flashbangs went off, I wasn't sure what they were. I was recording video initially pretty close to the blockades, and my first instinct was just to run. I mean, the flashbangs went off. I wasn't sure what they were. They could have been gunshots. They could have been anything. Yeah. It was only moments after where I realized what it was, but in the moment it was frightening. I think everyone's first thought was just to run.
Yeah. Just a second ago, we were showing some video of on campus. Is that video that you personally took?
Yeah, some of it I personally took, and some of it were from protesters that allowed me to use their footage. Some of them had better angles than I did, and it could really see how protests were getting dragged out and how it really turned brutal towards the end.
And we know that, we're talking about campuses across the country, students protesting. Would you confirm that it's mostly students, or are there protesters coming into campus from other places?
I would at least say it's mostly students. And if it's not students, it's UT alumni. It's rare that you just see Austinites out, or not rare, it's just less common compared to UT alumni and students that you see on campus. They seem to be the most vocal on UT campus about this issue.
Excellent information, Michael, and thank you for providing that context, because I know we see a lot of video right now, and it's kind of unclear just how big is it, how many people are involved. So we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Now, we, of course, will continue to follow these protests. And as I mentioned, Michael is a contributor, and he does contribute reports to our website, click2houston.com.